Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I'm Great Majesty and I love diving into cutting-edge productivity tools. Today we're going to do a deep dive into notebooklm, Google's AI-powered research assistant that's redefining how we work with documents and notes. If you've ever found yourself overwhelmed by dozens of PDFs, lecture slides, or business reports, unable to quickly connect the dots, this is for you. notebooklm promises to turn your document library into an interactive knowledge base, complete with summaries, Q&A, even audio podcasts, all tailored to your own files, not general web knowledge. In today's video, not only will I show you how to set it up, but we'll also test it on academic papers, market reports, and even creative writing research. Plus, I'll share pro tips to get the most out of the newest audio overviews feature. Ready to see if it lives up to the hype? Let's jump in. First up, what exactly is notebooklm? It began life as Project Tailwind in mid-2023, designed to answer questions only from your uploaded document rather than from the entire internet. In late 2024, Google removed the experimental tag and launched notebooklm Plus, adding higher usage limits, more audio versions, and enterprise integration via Google Workspace. Under the hood, it uses Gemini, Google's advanced language model fine-tuned to your content, so it can generate accurate citations, deep summaries, and even cross-document insights without hallucinating. Some of the key features it has is number one, document understanding and summaries, smart note-taking that links back to sources, conversational Q&A with context, audio overviews that turn text into podcast-style dialogue. And last but not least is citation tracking. To keep things academically honest, the interface splits into three panes: your library, the editor, and contextual tools, making it easy to browse, ask follow-ups, or explore content. Now let's see it in action. Alright, as you can see, we are at the home page for notebooklm. Over here it just says notebooklm.google.com, so you can go to the website and check it out. So these are obviously the previous notebooks that I've made, like summaries for school, and you can change the view by clicking this, and we can go back as well. So now if we say create new, it's going to ask us to upload sources, like a PDF file or whatever. We can even paste text, we can add a link to a website or YouTube video, or we can get it from Google Docs or Google Slides, because obviously notebooklm is created by Google and it needs integration with other Google platforms. So we can say choose file, then I'll select files, PDFs that I'm going to be using for this test to see how it works, and then we say desktop. I'm going to select these three files. So these are just files about climate change and the effects, and just these are just academic papers. We obviously just want to test the functionality of notebooklm and see how good it is. So it's still analyzing the sources, getting information, and as you can see, it's ticked all of them and it's ready to go. So now it's given us just a brief summary of what these three sources talk about, and now we can even ask it some questions. I'm going to say, what are some solutions that were suggested? So it works almost like ChatGPT, like a chatbot, but this time it's getting its information from the sources you've given it. Obviously we can add more sources, but for now we're just going to use the PDF. And then it provides us an answer. So it says, based on the provided sources, obviously it's using the sources, several solutions and approaches for addressing climate change impacts are discussed and suggested, blah, blah, blah. And here are some of the suggested solutions. For coastal climate change impacts, hard infrastructure approaches, seawalls, storm barriers, and all these things, ecosystem adaptations, hybrid approaches, accommodation strategies. So the good thing is that if you're students, for example, you can just take photos of your notes, turn them into PDFs, and just give it to notebooklm, and then it can ask you questions based on your notes, and that's how you can learn better. It's very good for learning. I use it a lot. Um, let's ask it another question. Let's say, give me just a paragraph's worth of summary of the entire sources. Very quickly, it provided us with a paragraphs worth of summary. Nothing too long, something we can easily digest in about 10 minutes. And then obviously on the side here, we have the studio. We can add more notes. We can add briefing docs. And on the side here to the left is sources, chat, and studio. You can obviously also refresh the chats. And there we go. So now this audio overview feature, which is probably the game changer with notebooklm, whereby you can have two hosts talking about the topic, climate change or whatever is in your notes, which is obviously feel like a podcast. It helps you, whether you're a learner or you're an academic, understand the content better than you probably would have without this amazing feature. So now we're going to say customize, and then it's going to ask you what should the AI hosts focus on. So you can tell it to focus on focus on a specific source, only cover the article about Italy, blah blah blah. We're just going to say, I'll just say generate, and then obviously this will take some time because it's taking all of these information and then synthesizing it and coming up with a very wonderful audio overview. So now let's check some other things. We can say share, for example, and then it's going to share with people who maybe we have their contacts on Google. We can say copy link. So now while it's still loading, let's go to settings and see what we can do. So obviously there's Notebook LM Plus, which obviously has more features. Of course it's plus, you have to pay for it, but I'm not paying for it. I mean the free version itself is just superb, it's amazing. I don't think you really need the plus, to be honest with you. You can change it to light mode, dark mode, device. For me, it's currently set on device, output language, Discord, feedback, Notebook LM help. Let's, for example, change it to light mode. There we go. Looks very beautiful, very clean. The UI is another very wonderful thing about this app, just like every Google platform. So there we go. We have the audio version, 17 minutes in English. So let's play it.
Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're tackling a really pressing issue. Climate change impacts on our coasts and cities. It's a growing concern.
He really is.
And we've gathered some fascinating recent research looking at how different places are, trying to adapt, coastal changes, urban heat.
Exactly.
Our mission here really is to pull out the key insights from these studies. What's working, what's not, why. Basically giving you a shortcut to being well informed on this.
Without wading through stacks of papers, yeah. We're looking at scientific comparisons, case studies.
Across the globe, really. Different strategies.
So that's obviously it's only 34 seconds. We can watch the full thing, but we're not going to. You can try this by yourself. We can even share audio overview to, you can make it public access. Anyone with this link can go through it. But you can also download it here. You can change the speed to make it two times faster. And also we can say mind map. and now it's going to generate a mind map. So you see, these are some of the awesome features about notebooklm that a lot of note-taking apps don't really have. Obviously, I'm a user of Notion. As you can see, I have Notion over here, but like Notion doesn't have some of these amazing features. like like Notion was created as like a note-taking app, and then AI was slapped onto it. But with notebooklm, it's like AI was created and then notebooklm was slapped onto it. That's pretty much how it feels. And now let's open our mind map. As you can see, it's wonderful climate change adaptation strategies, coastal communities, urban heat. And then we can click on this and it just keeps on going, just keeps on expanding. This is amazing. This is by far a game changer for anyone who's really into studying, and we can minimize it as well. We just keep going. Just so many aspects. I mean, obviously, for depends on your topic. If your topic is not as robust as this climate change, then do not expect it to be like this. If it's just a simple topic, then it's just going to be a few. It's just going to be a small mind map. But for a topic like climate change, with the depth of the research papers, then obviously it's going to be big mind maps. So yeah, so those are the two major features in my opinion about notebooklm: the audio overview and the mind map feature. Obviously, you're gonna look at me like, sure, other AIs can create mind maps, but the thing is that this is a free version. This is a free version of notebooklm. It comes with both the audio overview and the mind map feature. So I think that alone is wonderful. You can download the mind map. And you can look at it later, so you don't even need to have internet to open it. I can just say download. Now we're going to open it, so just click open, and there you have it. Obviously, you're not going to be able to click to expand to show what's in the study methodology, but like it'll only download what you how do I put it now? What how you left it as in the state that there was a say for example this managed retreat. So if you left it like this, you didn't expand it. When you download it, it's just going to be like this. But then if you expand it and then you download it, you're going to get all this other stuff part of the PNG. And then let's close this. We can go further into the audio overview. We can click
To
that.
prioritize action in the most vulnerable areas.
Smart targeting.
Yeah. And framing the efforts around co-benefits, not just cooling, but better air quality, more recreation space, biodiversity. Developing long-term strategies.
And you mentioned networked approaches earlier.
Yes, the study
Let's check out interactive mode. Obviously, notebooklm is like it's not like a very big app, I would say, but like it has some really good features. So it's best that you'd like try things and see how they work, because obviously I can show you a lot of the features, but like not all of them. Like some of them, in order to master them, you really need to try these features by yourself and make sure that you understand them so that you can use them better. Because if you do not understand what you're doing, then obviously the platform won't work for you. But if you actually understand how the platform works and the basics and the fundamentals, I should say, then it's just going to work magic for you. So yeah, that's it. So is notebooklm worth it? If you juggle multiple documents, be it research papers, industry reports, or creative sources, it can save you hours of manual synthesis and note taking. I recommend trying the free tier first, then upgrading to notebooklm Plus if you need more audio overviews or large notebooks. For fellow academics, entrepreneurs, and creatives, this tool offers a second brain that stays laser focused on your own material. If you found this walkthrough helpful, smash that like button, subscribe for more AI tool deep dives, and drop your questions below, especially if you've already tried notebooklm. Let me know your best hacks. See you in the next video, and happy researching.